In this advanced TalentLMS tips video, we're diving into importing users, one of the most efficient ways to add multiple users to your portal at once. Whether you're working with tens or hundreds of users, these tips will help you save time and ensure accuracy. So let's get started. The import-export options are in the Account and Settings tab of the new TalentLMS interface. You can import your users using your existing Excel or CSV files. However, the easiest way to do this is by downloading and using the sample file provided by TalentLMS. This template ensures that your data is perfectly formatted, which makes importing your users a breeze. So let's take a closer look at the sample file you can download. When you open it, you'll notice various worksheets at the bottom, such as courses, users groups, and users branches. Since we're focused on importing users, however, we'll only need the Users tab, so you can delete the others for now. The Users tab has 5 columns, and here's what they mean. Login. This is the username, and it must be unique for each user. First name and last name. Enter the first names and last names of each user. Email address. Enter their email, which is essential for account setup. Bio. This column is optional, but it can be a great spot to add a brief description for each user, such as info about their role in the organization. If coming up with unique usernames sounds challenging, you can always use people's email addresses. TalentLMS accepts emails as usernames, simplifying the whole process. Curious to learn about passwords? Well, when you import a new user to your training portal, a strong, randomized password is automatically generated. By default, their password will meet the strong security requirements, consisting of at least 8 characters, with a mix of upper and lowercase letters, as well as numbers. If you'd like your users to change their passwords the first time they log in, select the option to enforce password change on first login. This will allow new users to log in with their initial passwords, but ask them to create their own password afterwards. Importing doesn't stop there. You can add even more columns to your sheet to refine user details as needed. For example, you can assign user roles by adding a user type column to specify whether each user is a learner, instructor, or administrator. Managing a multilingual user base? No problem. Add a language column and use the abbreviated language code to assign the preferred language to each user. Custom fields also work with importing. If you've created fields specific to your organization, you can add columns for them to import in the file. Want to import your users but not activate them right away? No problem. Create a status column and set it to no for inactive users you'll activate later. Adding so many columns to your sheets might feel overwhelming, so here's a tip to make it easier. If you already have a few users on your TalentLMS portal, try exporting them first. This export will include all the relevant columns, including any custom fields and settings for different user types, languages, as well as users' active status. To export information on your users, go to Account and Settings, click Import Export and select the Export button. This will download a new CSV or Excel file. Open the file on your local device and just like before, look for the Users tab at the bottom. You can now safely copy the columns you're interested in from the export file directly into the import sheet, along with any data that you might want to carry over. This will ensure that all your column headers and the data in the cells below are accurate. One last tip. If you're new to importing, try working with batches of up to 250 users at a time. This way, it's much easier to spot and fix an error should it happen. And that's it. These advanced tips will let you import users into your TalentLMS portal in a snap. Thanks for joining us for this advanced TalentLMS tips video. Stay tuned for more tips and to help you make the most out of your training portal.